are joined by the Lindenwood women's head basketball coach, Tony Francis, Kallie Bildner, and Lindsay Medlen. Coach, could we just get your opening thoughts on the game?
I told the girls that the last few years since we've been in the MIAA, the standard's been set by teams like Pitt State and Emporia State, and I think we're right there. And it's not coach speak. And I think that what we have to do is dig our heels in and focus on the intangibles, the small things not in the stat book. And they showed it tonight. We made mistakes. It's still early in the season. We made mistakes, but they out-hustled their mistakes. They were trying to be playmakers. We talked about that, and this is all about them. I love my staff. They work hard. But as coaches, this is why we do what we do, so we can go in and dance a little bit and watch these young women find success.
Lindsay, tonight from the line, you were 12 for 14. Is there something you saw in the defense that just made you want to attack the paint? I
feel like they were really shading me one way or the other, and so just getting into their hip and getting to the line.
Kallie, 19 points, 15 boards, another double-double for you. Is there something you did in the offseason that really prepared you to come into this year?
I would just say get stronger. Coming in, I wasn't the strongest forward, I guess you could say, and I still feel like I'm not one of the strongest that I go against, so that was one thing I focused on. You go in there and get beat up a lot.
Coach, can you talk about Gabby's performance tonight? She seemed to be pretty disciplined tonight, for as physical as the game was.
And that's something that we've been talking about. I want to take you back to last spring when Central Oklahoma beat us in the conference tournament in the semifinals, and we took that bus ride home. I brought Gabby to the front of the bus, and I told her what we felt as coaches and what she needs to work on. And we've been working on this, and I'm going to tell you what, I can talk about it all day, but it takes leadership. And this young woman right here, and probably Charisse, we need to put Charisse in there. These two young ladies have really been in Gabby's ear, and she is growing so much. I sent Gabby a text the other night that, you love winning games as a coach, but the reason I really do this is because you love watching young people grow. And Gabby's discipline, and we've told her she can be one of the best post players and a low post player in the league, and she just has to remain calm, and she's doing that, so we want to see her stay consistent with it.
Lindsay, you guys on the road against Pitt and Southern, you guys had a lead and then seemed to lost it. Was there something that changed tonight where you guys, so-called step on the throat or put the nail in the coffin? What made you guys go over the top tonight?
Going to Pitt State and Moso, it's a hard environment to play in, and just being here, I feel like we felt more comfortable. And once we got that lead, we don't let up, keep going, because they weren't going to back down the whole game.
For all three of you guys, it was a real back-and-forth game, a lot of turnovers, a lot of defensive effort. You guys capitalized on those turnovers, 24 points off turnovers. Just talk about the intensity out there on the court and the defensive effort on both sides.
I would just say we knew defense was going to win this game, so we knew every dead ball or every loose ball, we had to go for it if we wanted a chance to win.
Yeah, and then just getting, pushing when we have a chance to, and knowing when to push and when not to push. That was, I think, key.
And our offense isn't even close to hitting its stride yet. I mean, let's be real. And it's not an excuse, but a lot of people don't know how ill Lindsay's been for about the last 7 to 10 days. And this break that's going to come up starting tomorrow afternoon is going to be good for her, and everybody's bodies need it. That's probably what makes me more proud than anything is you have every reason after 3 straight losses to start the conference. You have every reason to lay down and say, hey, let's go home and open up Christmas presents. That's not these young women's character, and I've been saying it all along. And for them to go out and do this and prove it to themselves that they're that good, that's what this is all about. I'm proud of them.
Coach, lastly, you guys don't want to end the week on a sour note with tomorrow. You guys have to still come out and produce and perform. How do you guys end this kind of first part of the season on a positive note? Well,
this is what I told them. Great teams don't let off, and when you're in a position like we are now, it's the first time we've beaten Emporia since we've been in the MIAA. It's a great feeling. In fact, I walked in the locker room and I'm smiling. They're looking at me like I'm nuts because they're sitting there like, we expected this. We've been there, done that, and I love that as a coach. So I had to have fun by myself, I guess. But then I told them, I said, great teams will respect the opponent and respect the game tomorrow. We will carry this over, take care of business, and go home and have a heck of a lot of fun for 7 days.
Good. All right, Kallie, Lindsay, Coach, thank you very much. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Thank you.